Hello and welcome to Love Anything Art. Today I'll show you how I made this pattern cane. Super simple. And my beautiful, wonderful scrap clay. These are all my beautiful little scrappities I have saved from all of my projects. And I'll just kind of go through here and find out what I want to use and the colors that I like together. And I just chose the pattern that I had made in my previous video, and it's just all the scraps from that. I'll just give it a nice fair chopping, get all the pieces into pretty even sizes. And then once I've done that, I'll just break up all the big pieces that might be stuck together. Then just start scooping it and pushing it together, and eventually giving it a nice flattening with my palm of my hand. You just want to make sure all of the pieces are getting stuck together. You can also give it a roll. Nothing too forceful at this point. Just like I said, just getting it all nice and stuck together. And I do want to welcome everybody to my channel today. I'm so glad that you made it here. And also I want to let you know that I have started a second channel that is an ASMR channel. If you are interested in ASMR, please click on the link below. And then just continue rolling with your roller till it's nice and long and pretty thin. And this will stretch out the pattern a little bit too. And then I'm just going to cut that in half and place those to the side for the moment. And I have chosen two colors that I think will look good with the colors in my scrap clay. I have this dusty pink and this violet purple color. And I'll just open up the packages and cut off a pretty good sized chunk. And with each of those, I will roll them out until they are about as thin as the scrap clay that I had rolled out previously. And they are roughly about the same thickness. I'll take 1/2 of that scrap clay and place it on top of my pink clay. And then just give it a nice little burnish of the hand to flatten everything. And then just go ahead and cut away all that excess pink clay. And then you can save that and put that back in with your clay. And on one side, I should have left it unconnected, but it's not too joined, so I can go ahead and separate it just a little bit. I do want to pinch it out or flatten it with my roller. You can do it either way. You just want it to be kind of flat. And then press the scrap clay back down against the pink clay. And then just fold it over the top. I don't know, I just feel like this creates a better swirl pattern once I roll it up in a moment. If not, it just kind of looks all weird in the center. But you can experiment and try them both ways if you'd like. And I'll just flip it over and make sure the back is nice and flat too. And then just give it one nice gentle roll of the roller. And then just start rolling it down and over onto the scrap clay. And try your best not to get air bubbles in there. Make sure you touch all surface areas of the top of the clay when pressing down and back towards yourself, just to get the clay nice and joined and not to get any sneaky little air bubbles in there. And you keep rolling until it's pretty much rolled up. And see how it kind of sticks up there and it's not really flat against the clay? You can basically do the same thing you did to the other side. Just give it a nice gentle flattening with your roller. And then just roll it back up, and you'll see that it sits flush against the clay, and it'll look a lot better once you roll it out in a moment. So now just roll, 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 roll. And I have a nice long snake of my clay. And the ends are a little bit distorted, but that is okay. We'll cut those away in a moment. And you'll just want to do the same with your purple clay and your scrap clay. And once you've completed that, just go ahead and chop off those little messy wonky ends. Save those for the scrap pile. And now I have both of mine ready to go. I like the colors together. They contrast quite nicely. You'll want to make each of your snakes into a box shape. This might take you a little bit of time. It did take me some time. There are different methods to do this. You can lay it out flat and start pinching all four sides with your fingers all the way down. You can also use a roller to make it nice and flat, or you can start pressing it against a flat surface. I'm using my cutting block here, and then also my tissue blade, and then using my other finger to kind of give it a nice flattening. And then of course you can use the edge of the roller and get it a nice flat edge. But really, however you want to work it into a square shape. Probably took about 10 minutes for each of these. Once you have them into a square shape, then you can just start cutting off sections. I just want to make sure that my ends are pretty even before I give it the first cut, so that all of my sections are of equal length. And I was very impatient and did not want to wait. I should have put this in the freezer before cutting. You'll notice it's kind of soft. I would recommend doing that before cutting. But if you're impatient like me, there's nothing I can do to stop you. Just keep going until you have a bunch of these cut off, and then place them together in whatever pattern color you want. Purple, pink, pink, purple, 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 pink, pink, however you want to do it. And then just start giving it a nice gentle roll. Be very gentle and very careful with this process because you do not want to distort your shapes inside. So just be very gentle and give it a nice roll evenly on all four sides. And these are mine. I did one purple, pink, 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 purple. And I like the way they came out. And of course, I love little swirly patterns. If you've watched my videos, you probably know that. I enjoyed making this. It was a lot of fun and very simple. And in my next video, I'll show you what I do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!